What's up, guys? It's Jaron Blossomgame here, your host of Beyond the Press. And this week we have a very, very special and unique guest, my former teammate and good friend, Collin Sexton. Collin, welcome to the show.
What's up? What's up? Thanks for having me, bro.
No problem, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Everything good?
I'm doing good. Off-season grind. You know how that is. Don't stop. Just trying to pretty much just get better for next season. That's it.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it, man.
Yeah, quick. I think we got training camp was 28th, so like 2-3 weeks.
Bro, I feel like the season just ended.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get it. You know what I mean? Like training camp starts, and you know how those go. Like 2 days, a week long, just hard and getting it. So you got to make sure that your body's ready to go. So.
I mean, yeah, knowing you, you'll be prepped and ready to go from day one.
Oh yeah, you already know I'm ready. I'm ready to go, ready to get to it. This year 4, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big season, bro. But all right, let's get right into it, man. I kind of want to start for the viewers that don't know. I mean, I met Collin when he was, what was it? Were you 15, 16, bro?
Yeah, young.
We were working out together in Atlanta, training for the LeBron Skills Academy.
Yep.
And we went out there for a little bit. Collin had a great camp. I had a good camp. And then, the way the world works is crazy. We ended up being teammates in Cleveland for 2018, 2019 season. And, now I got you on the show. So it's kind of pretty cool how, life comes back full circle. But I kind of want to start where I met you, in high school. What was that journey like for you? Obviously being a highly recruited kid, going to all the skills academies and all the Nike camps. Like, what was that whole high school experience for you like?
High school experience was a lot different. Just pretty much just like having to make sure you chose the right school. How that's very important, choosing the right school, and just pretty much just centering your people around good people and people that gave you like good energy. You know how that goes. And I know when I met you, you was always uplifting. You was always pushing me. You was always just trying to continue to build because you was already where I wanted to be. So. It was pretty cool to see that. And then plus, like, we just continue to build a relationship. It's kind of hard to build certain relationships that are genuine, you know what I mean? Especially like growing up.
Absolutely.
So that's just how it was. So.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, bro, it's so hard to meet genuine people. But like when you do, you got to kind of gravitate toward those people. And that's one thing I realized about you, man. You have a very small circle, man. Like you don't let a lot of people in. But, when you do and when you do let someone in, like I know they're a good person. I mean,
Absolutely.
Obviously me and you have built a good relationship and a good friendship,
Sure.
to this point. So that the small stuff like that matters, man.
Yeah.
It matters for sure.
For you to say like it came back full circle, that's crazy because we was just in the gym talking trash and just pretty much just working out and having a good time. And 3 years later, then we on the same team. So that was pretty good. So
it's actually funny, man, because when I was out there, we were in LA together at the Skills Academy. Jordan Clarkson was there. And like
Absolutely.
we all played together, the same team in Cleveland. So it's just crazy, man. It's crazy how this thing works.
Yeah, for sure.
So how was the camps and all that? How was like being recruited and all that? And like why'd you choose Alabama?
The camps it was pretty cool. The camps is fun. You just continue to build that relationship and build that friendship off the court. You know how that goes, and just continue to like pick your brains of like the older guys that are there for like the college players as well. So you're able to just talk and just communicate and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool. And then for me to choose Alabama, it was Avery Johnson. Avery, like how he is, high energy. Just pretty much he'll get on you if he need to. And I needed someone to push me. I needed someone to scream, yell, cuss at me like that. That's what because I wanted to get to the next level. And he had been to the level I wanted to get to. So you know how that is. So you got to go somewhere someone that's going to push you and not tell you yes or, the yes and no. That's just how it is.
Yeah. That's one thing I respect about you, man, is like you're like mentally you're wired different. Like a lot of people who are like the highly touted kids or highly recruited kids, like they want to go somewhere where the coach is going to tell them everything they want to hear. The people around them are going to tell them everything they want to hear. Like for you to want to go somewhere where you want to be coached hard and get to the next level, like just having that mentality in life is going to get you so much further than most people. And not even in basketball, just in life in general, man. Like a lot of people don't want to be pushed to the limits. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen your work ethic. I've seen how serious you take basketball, man. And that's those kind of characteristics for a young guy in the NBA are super rare, man. Like super, super rare.
I try to look at it this way, like you may think you're being pushed this like hard enough, but everyone has an extra gear. Everyone has another step that they can open up, and everyone has another like level that they can get to. So why not try to push yourself and your body to the next limit, and just try to go above and beyond. That's just how it is.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to be, man. I think that's part of the reason why you've had so much success so far.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, going back to the college days, this is kind of crazy, bro. But like, have you had time to reflect on the game where you I think was it 4-on-5 or 3-on-5?
Yeah, 3-on-5. I have just pretty much just like during interviews and stuff, just to realize like how during the time of the game and just during the sequence, like people was just like, I'm just thinking it's just another game and we're just trying to
Yeah,
win against a top 20 team. So it was wild just to pretty much just reflect and just think about it then. Until now, you're like, dang, I came a long way. Like that
bro.
game
No,
is huge.
I'll see like little clips and highlights of it now, and to actually like understand what actually happened, bro. Like 3-on-5, and you had them in the game still, bro. Like it was still a good game. Like that's
It
crazy.
was a real good game.
That's crazy, bro. That's unheard of.
For real, like I feel like that game right there just like goes down in like college history of like being like we could have really won. We really could have
Yeah.
won if I missed a shot on the wing. I ain't have no more legs. I was gassed, but I missed a shot on the wing, and it was just like the air in the building had came up out of there. But
Bro,
it was pretty cool.
I know you had so much buzz after that game, bro. Like that was unbelievable,
Man,
man. Something you'll never forget.
yeah, for sure. Some things you just won't forget, and that's a memory you have to stay like stick out for forever. You know how that is.
So did you always know you would leave college after that, or did you kind of think you would stick around for a few years?
Well, I didn't pretty much think about it. So like going into college, I just pretty much just went into college with a clear mindset of just do your work. You know what I mean? Everything else is gonna play in itself and play out in itself. So Avery always told me like, you want to get there, go get it. You know what I mean? That's just how he was. If you want to go, like you want to get there, go get it. And even the
Mm-hmm.
assistant coaches, they were just on me the hardest and just wanted me to be better. So I never pretty much thought about it until after the season. Cause like if you think about it during the season, sometimes you start seeing like people numbers and inconsistency, it just go
Yeah,
up and down. You know what I mean? So I just pretty much just had a clear mindset going in there and just trying to win and be there. You know what I mean? And be there and
yeah.
not my mind somewhere else.
So when the season ended, were you like, all right, like I'm gonna go with the NBA, or was it kind of like you needed some time to think about it?
Well, it was just pretty much just like me finish school because at the end of the day, I want to get a degree, as you know, like I want to make sure
Oh, nice.
I want to get my degree. So I was like, if I leave school now in February, March, I still gotta take these classes again. So I might
Right.
as well finish it off. So
Oh,
that's
you
what I
mean like
did.
one of those kids who like finish the season and they done, right?
They
Yeah.
done, you know what I mean? So like, I was like, I gotta go back and get these classes anyway. So
Yeah.
that's what I did. So I made sure I finished and took some June, July, just to pretty much just be ready. So that's how I was thinking. And then once we sat down with Avery, sat down with my parents and stuff, then he was just like, yeah, it's time. So
Yeah.
I felt really good about it just because like he's seen it, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
he's seen the work I put in, especially him being one of those that recruited me since probably the 10th grade before all like the other schools, all the
Right.
high major schools like that people was going to. And I just
Yeah.
pretty much just wanted to set myself apart. Like I wanted to be that person. Like you can be a top 5 in the country. You can go to Alabama or you know what I mean, or whatever. You can go make your name somewhere else. Like you don't have to go
Hmm.
follow the path of 100 other kids who went to the high major schools or the schools that people
Hmm.
think are the high majors. So that's how I was thinking.
This is what I mean, bro. When I tell people like you're built different mentally, like that answer you just gave me right there, like proves that. Like a lot of people just want to go where, oh, it's cool. I'm gonna go here with my boy and play. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, for sure.
not many top 5, top 10 picks come out of Alabama, and to be able to say you did that, like that's probably more special than saying you did that coming from Duke or Kentucky or Kansas. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And at the end of the day, it's just like I wanted to make my own path. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
came, did this my way coming in high school. Like I want to make my own path. And my path is not the same as everybody else's path. I try to tell people and younger kids, like, don't never measure your path from someone else's because your path might be it might be different. You know what I mean? You
Hmm.
might have more obstacles than the next person. You might have more trials and tribulations than the next. So like you have to measure your path like this is my path and I'm gonna stay on it. You know what I mean? That's
Right. Right. It's really interesting that you say that. And I think we'll probably circle back into this later on. But like, if you want to talk about the path and the journey, I mean, look at my journey compared to yours. Like, we were teammates at
yeah.
one point. Now I'm playing in Germany now. Like I played in Israel, so like I'm all over the world, and it's just you
Mhm.
gotta be sure of yourself, and you gotta be confident in yourself, and you just gotta accept that my path's gonna be different than his. You know,
Yeah, for sure. And at
it's
the end of
it's
the day,
hard
like,
to
it's hard to think. Yeah, it's hard to think about it. You know what I
yeah
mean? That's exactly
yeah.
what you was gonna say. You feel me?
It's hard to accept, bro, for sure, but you got to if you want to be successful, man.
Yeah, for sure. And at the end of the day, like I try to say like everyone's path is different just because I knew mine was. I knew mine was
Hmm.
going to be to get to
Yeah,
where I am today. So that's how I thought about it.
man, that's special, bro. So okay, obviously you declared for the draft. How was your pre-draft process? How many teams did you work out for? Did you kind of know Cleveland was going to select you on draft night, and kind of go into like detail about how draft night was for you?
It was pretty cool. It was draft process was pretty cool just because like I was just working out every day, like not thinking about no school, not thinking about anything. I'm just working
Yeah.
out morning and night and just trying to work on like the little things. Like I know coming into the league, shot was something that people wanted to see me improve on. Is like,
Hmm.
can he shoot? You know what I mean? 3-point lines, this 3-point line, like can he shoot? So that was pretty much what I was pretty much focused on. And then I worked out for 4 teams. I had worked out with New York, Orlando, the Hornets, and then Cleveland as well. So then when I worked out with them, that was one of my best and toughest workouts. I feel like just the simple fact they had just lost the finals the day before. I went to the game, and yeah,
Oh, wow.
I
I think
went
I
to
remember
the
you telling me this. I think I remember you
yeah, I
telling me
went to
this.
the game. I went to see them. They played the Warriors, and they had lost. And when I tell you, it was all bad in there. Everybody was quiet. It
Yeah.
was crickets, but I did my thing during the workout, and rest was there.
Were you one of those elite special kids that had the solo workout?
Yeah, I had a solo workout. But I'm saying the
Yeah.
solo workout is hard because you got to be in some shade.
Bro, I know, I
You know,
know. I can imagine, bro. I mean, every shot you miss, all eyes are on you. So you like, oh man,
everyone,
like,
everyone,
yeah,
everyone. So you know how that go. And I like
yeah,
draft night. I didn't know I was going to Cleveland. I figured I was going to New York Knicks at 9. So they had number 9 pick, and Cleveland
uh-huh.
selected me, and then the rest is that. So.
Man, that's amazing, bro. Did you enjoy the experience in New York?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it just because like when you're up there, you're able to do like so many things. Like even with your family, you're able to do like these
Yeah,
like engagements and stuff like with them. So
yeah.
it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you know my story with draft night, but I went to the draft. Obviously, I took my family out there, so I know the whole experience and all the
Mm-hmm.
little pop up shops in the hotels and all the
Everything.
stuff, bro. It's unbelievable, bro. It's so cool. It's
Right.
so
I'm telling
cool.
you, like it's different. It's different because you don't never expect it. And you see everyone walking around, like you see
Everybody,
cameras
bro.
everywhere. You're like, hey, this is wild. You feel me? So
Yeah, bro. I remember I thought the combine experience was wild, like just being there, having the cameras around in the
mhm.
hotel, and so many people are in town. But when I got to New York, I was like, man, this is crazy, bro. Like
It's like
some
a
of the
different
hotels, yeah, it's a different world out there. It's a different world.
sure. You know
But
how that
yeah,
goes.
it was a lot. It was a lot of fun though. A whole lot of fun.
All right now. No
So,
saying that.
hold on. So I got a question though. So for me, when I walked across the stage, like the whole process of it was probably about maybe 10 to 15 seconds. And I remember when I got to the steps, like to walk down, like after I shook the deputy commissioner's hand,
That makes you on trip.
that of course too. But when I got to the steps, bro, I thought to myself, like, man, I worked my entire life for this moment. And it's like, it's 10 seconds. You know
It's
what I'm
10
saying?
seconds, and that's it. It was quick. Like you shake his hand, you walk down. It's quick. And the crazy thing is, but like when you do step down, like maybe after the night is over, then it's just so surreal. Like you're like, dang, like they call my name. You know what I mean? It's like
Bro,
it's a different feeling.
I tell people all the time, man, like 60 names are called every year. Only 60. And think about how many players there are out there, man. Because, like, obviously, I was the second to last pick, 59th pick, the last player in
Mm-hmm.
the building. Like, I actually went to the draft. I was the last player in the building. And probably up until like 2 years ago, man, I said draft night was one of the worst nights of my life. But looking back on it, having been older now and matured and grown, like that moment is like so special to me because only 60 guys are called, man. And I was
Bro,
special
that's
enough to
it.
have that opportunity, man. It's crazy. It's a blessing for
It's
sure.
it's like even like just the simple fact if you think like how many players are in the NBA, like you know what
I
I mean,
know.
how many players are in the NBA, it's hard, you know what I mean? It's and then for you to get your name picked, like and hear it is a
Yeah.
difference. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
walking across that stage and walking across stage and you see like, dang, I'm here. You feel me? That's just a
Right.
different.
So, okay, Cleveland at 8, right? So then you get to Cleveland. How your rookie year was the year we were teammates, right?
Yeah, rookie year.
So
Yeah,
going into that season, like what was your mindset? Like how okay, first part of the question is what was your mindset? And second is how have you grown since that season as a person and as a player?
man, I feel like my mindset going in, just try to get better. You know what I mean? Just try to get better and learn from the vets that were there, and just try to
Mm-hmm.
like just continue to do whatever is needed. You know what I mean? Like it was a
Yeah.
different type of season. It was different type of like need that they needed me from. Like you know what I mean? They wanted me to come in and just play fast and do what I do and just pretty much be tough on defense. So it was different, just taking a step back and understanding like what was actually needed and not
Mm-hmm.
going out just playing. You know what I mean? So it was cool just to watch like George Hill. I was behind George Hill and just be able to back him up and come in the game, play, and then he'll teach me a little bit of stuff. So it was cool just to understand like the NBA game and not have to just be thrown out there.
Mm-hmm. So would you say you were nervous going into it?
A little nervous, but not. I was more anxious than anything. I was more anxious
Anxious
than
to play?
anything just because, I was ready to play. I was ready to play, ready to put a jersey on, and just pretty much just ready to make my name. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
just be one of those guys. So that's how I was thinking.
I mean, bro, obviously you had an amazing season as a rookie. Like, did you think like you were second team All NBA rookie, and was like 16 points a game, and you had a 40 ball that season from three. I remember that.
I
You had a
did.
40 ball. Did you think like you would have that good of a season, or was it kind of just like you kind of tuned everything out and just played?
Oh yeah, I tuned everything out, locked all the distractions and all the media talk, which you remember, like everyone's just talking this and
Of
that.
course,
So
bro. Of
you
course,
remember
yeah.
that. So I
You
just
did a
pretty
good
much
job of handling that, bro. You did a good job of handling that.
I just pretty much just locked it all out and just pretty much just focused and just played and
Mm-hmm.
just play hard and did what I had to do. I remember a few games, I think it was playing I don't know, I think it was playing Warriors or something. And it was just like a bad game. He was like, bro, you're getting cooked out there. Like I think
Bro,
Jordan,
my first game was with the Warriors. Was against the Warriors, bro, at home.
yes,
I think
yes.
Steph had like 46,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. He was like, during halftime, he was like, bro, you getting cooked out there. I'm like, bro, it ain't nothing I can do.
Nothing, bro, nothing.
Yeah, I remember that for sure. I remember you
But
coming to me at halftime, like, bro, you getting cooked. I was like, right.
it's not much you can do with a guy like that, though. But you did when we played in Golden State, you got your get back.
Yeah, I definitely did. We definitely did. So yeah,
You
I
got your
remember
get
that
back.
one for sure. But
Yeah.
other than that, just I knew what was expected. I knew like once I got into a rhythm, I was gonna be fine. But it's trying to get into that rhythm and understand like what you can and can't do. You know what I mean? So that's
I mean, confidence is a big thing too. Obviously, I think you
mm-hmm.
have no issue with confidence at all. I mean, you're probably one of the most confident players I know, and I mean, your hard work has shown that over the years, man. Like you've made consistent growth as a player. Your scoring is obviously. I mean, I didn't know you averaged 24 this past season, bro. That's insane.
Yeah,
because you're not a bucket like that though. You know what I'm saying?
You're crazy. I'll put you in the basket every time, bro.
Bro, don't do
10
that.
out of 10, at least 10 for sure.
I don't. For the listeners, I don't want to bring up when we play 1-on-1 either. I don't want to do that to you,
bro. We used to play all the time at the practice, bro. You remember?
And and who won?
Cook all the time. You used to get cooked all the time.
I'm gonna let you have this one, bro. I'm gonna let you have this one. But between you and I, you know what really happened.
You try to just post me up, man. That's all. Try to shoot over.
Yeah, you my son, man. I had to daddy ball you.
You watch your mouth.
No. So okay, I kind of want to get into some other questions. So if you had to pick one guy who was, I guess, your toughest matchup in the league, like who would you say it is?
Toughest matchup. I don't know. I feel like toughest matchup can be in so many different levels. You know what I mean? Like if you think about it, like Kyrie, he does it off the dribble, mid-range three, like he does it inside out, Harden outside of the three, like you know what I mean? Steph is one of the hardest people, just simple fact that he'll pass and run around the court and catch it and just still have the same like energy to get the shot off, even though you're hounding him and stuff. So like, and like Bradley Beal, he's just like Like he's one of those guys who he'll miss first 4 shots, and he like, oh, okay, the basket that much bigger, and didn't make the next 6. So you know what I mean? Like he's just one of those
Yeah.
guys that can
The
fill
thing
it up.
about the thing about Bradley Beal, man, I don't think I've ever told you this or anybody, but I remember it was my third game up, and I started. We played the Wizards at home. We blew him out though. But
Mm-hmm.
I had a stretch, man, where I got switched off on the Bradley Beal, and he like made me look stupid like 2 times in a row. And at that moment, because remember, I started off like I wasn't playing very well in the beginning,
Yeah,
bro. Like I was super nervous. Like coach just threw me in the game before, like randomly. I had no idea I was even gonna play. And then that game I started, but I got switched on the Bradley Beal, sauced me up twice in a row, bro. Scored, and I thought to myself, I was like, I can't do this. I can't play at this level. Like these
right.
guys are too good. But Coach Drew left me in. I mean, I ended up
Mm-hmm.
having 6 and 6 that game. I ended up playing well, but it
Yeah,
kind of goes into the thing about confidence, man. Like if I was taken out at that moment, like I wouldn't have had a successful season like I did, man.
yeah.
Like my
Confidence
confidence
within
would have been
shot.
shot. Yeah, it would have been
Yeah,
shot. But yeah, Bradley Beal, he's probably the guy for me that was like the toughest to guard 1-on-1.
just yeah, and he's big, strong. Like you know what I mean. Like he can shoot it. So
He's
he's tough.
fast.
He's tough. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
he's fast, man, and people don't understand who like are not in the game or like how big these guys are, like how tall these guys are, and
And
like I
how
remember we
skilled.
played Philadelphia, yeah, and how skilled, man. We played Philadelphia at home once, and I saw Ben Simmons for the first time, and he's like
Mm-hmm.
6'10" playing point guard, and I'm 6'6" to 6'7" playing the four, and I'm like, man, like what's going on, bro? This is crazy.
For sure.
This is
You don't
crazy.
realize it till you're out there. You know what I mean? Like you don't realize it till you're out there. Like even like playing against KD, like you don't realize how tall he actually is and how much
Man,
skill
yeah,
he has. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
yeah. So okay, so obviously you're going into your fourth season, correct? That's right. It's
Yep.
fourth.
For a year.
Have you had a season that was your most favorite, and why?
Um, I don't know, bro. I probably feel like the first one was my favorite just because it was the one that like I've lived up my whole like, you know what I mean, my entire life to like that moment. And I thinking about every game and I had to realize like some of those plays and some of those games I couldn't have back. So I had to have a short memory, like, all right. And that helped me
Hmm.
now. You know what I mean? That the games that I played the first 10 I play are helping me now to this day. Like I missed the first
Yeah.
2 shots. Okay, all right. You know what I mean? Now it's time to adjust. Or if we see this type of scheme, I'm able to adjust because I've seen this before year
Right.
one. You know what I mean? So I would say my first year is the year that helped me like build up and just continue to get better. You know what I mean? Because if I think about and think back, like it wasn't all good games. Like I had a lot of bad.
Yeah.
You see, you feel me? In
Yeah.
those games I watched and watched and watched over. So bits and pieces of those games I'm still using now. So like I'm like, oh, I seen this before. Oh, I seen
Right.
this happen where I went here and didn't read this. So that's how I'm thinking about it.
You also, I think you forgot to mention the fact that you played with your mentor and pops me. You know, you kind of left that out.
Bro, we did used to have a good time, bro. We had a
Bro,
good
all the
time
time, bro.
all the
All the
time.
road trips, all
And
that.
that was different because we was able to walk, go eat. Like, yeah, that was different, bro. We had a good time for sure.
The plane rides, bro. Man, I miss it, man. I miss it.
Bro, yeah, usually acting the fool, bro.
Hey, we all had our moments, bro.
For sure. Yeah, I remember, bro.
Moving on, man. Moving on. So obviously, like I said, you had steady success. You know, your first 3 years. What are you most looking forward to this season?
Just getting back and just pretty much just building and trying to build off of last season and try to win and get to the playoffs. At the end of the day, everyone wants to win and get to the
Hmm.
playoffs, and everyone respects you a lot more when you do win, and you know what I mean, and help your team as well. So I want to be respected a little bit more and just continue to win and just continue to show people that I can play and I can do what I do out there, and I play hard on both ends, which
Yeah,
I'm I'm a scorer. I'm gonna stop on defense. Like I'm gonna just play, and
yeah.
I'm a good teammate. At the end of the day, I want everybody to know that I just continue to
Great team,
lead
man.
and lead by example. You know what I mean? It's easy to lead, but if you're not leading by example, can people follow you? And that's just how it is.
Exactly, man. I mean, you're a young guy, but like mentally, you're a lot older than how you are. And I'm sure y'all have a young team, man. I'm sure a lot of guys look up to you and your work ethic. And I'm
Mhm.
sure the coaches respect that, the front office respects that, and a lot of people around the league respect that also.
Sure. Yeah.
Um, so obviously you made a lot of growth since draft night, man. What advice would you give yourself on draft night, knowing what you know now?
Just be patient. Just be patient and just stay consistent on the grind. At the end of the day, your work is going to speak for itself. You stay in the gym, everything else is going to fall in place. And just continue to know that your path is going to be different. You know what I mean? That's just that's how I think about it every day. And I'm always put in the time. I'm always put in the work. And the basketball guys are always going to reward you when you are doing what you're supposed to and doing things the right way and just being a true, genuine teammate and a true, genuine person. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that stuff will take you a long way, man. And like
Sure.
you said, man, the being patient, I think that's the one thing I really learned, like in my whole process. Like I played in the G League my first year out with San
Mm-hmm.
Antonio in Austin. We won a championship, great year, and I was just so focused on, all right, I gotta get to the NBA as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
didn't really take the time out to just understand, where I'm at, what it would take to get where I wanted to go, and like how to like maintain that stuff. So I really learned how to be patient, man. Like if you do the right things and you have good habits and work hard, like which you and I both do, we have good habits. That stuff is gonna take you, so much further in life, man. Like if I had to give myself advice from draft night, I think the one thing will be patience also, and just continue to grow as a young man also, man. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people who aren't like a part of the game don't understand how much being a good person matters to these NBA
Mm-hmm.
teams. Like
Yeah.
in the NBA, everybody's talented, man, but to be a
It's
guy like me, a two-way guy or a 13, 14, 15 guy on the roster, man, you have to be perfect and you have to be a guy who's never late. You got to show up on time. You got to talk.
fine.
You got to present yourself well. You got to be
Absolutely.
perfect because there's so many of you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just
And just
having that type of mindset moving forward for me has helped me a lot in my life.
basically like respecting everybody. You know what I mean? Whether
Hmm.
it's the GM all the way to the guy that takes the trash out. You know what I mean? Just speaking to everyone and not just speaking to some people. You know
Right.
that goes a long way, as you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like it keeps a lot of guys in the league, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of guys who are on the end of the roster, they're veterans, and there are people who are wondering like how they're on the team right now. It's because they're a good person. They're a good
Absolutely.
guy. They're a
And they
good. They're
bring
a good mentor. They're a
something.
good leader.
For sure. Like I remember when you remember Kyle was with us in Cleveland, and he was just like telling me every day he'll be on me like he's like, so you get in the cold tub today, you do this, did you stretch today? And like I didn't realize he was like, what's your routine? Every day.
Hmm.
Like the first couple days I met him, I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. Then I
Right.
realized, oh, okay, now a routine every day, like you know what I mean? Because I always
Yeah.
see at the same time in the cold tub every day, in the hot
Uh
tub,
huh.
same time on the tree. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like stuck to me like, okay, now I understand. And for him to give me that advice, it still sticks with me to this day. So,
Yeah. Channing Frye was that for me, man. He gave me a lot of
mm-hmm.
advice on just like recovery and taking care of my body. And like when you're your age or my age, man, you don't like you've been healthy your whole life. You're like, man, I don't care about that stuff. But
Right.
you realize like that stuff is like a lot of it's preventative, man. Like, and you can play
Absolutely.
for a long time. That's how guys like him play for 10, 15
Mm-hmm.
years, taking care
Like
of your
you
body.
remember, like Channing after would be like on the bike and he'd be running
Yeah.
suicides and sprints. You remember, like
Yeah.
I
Even
do
games
remember
he didn't
that.
play, he would have
Yeah,
ice on his knees. And I'm like, man, what is he icing for?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's just how he was. He made sure like he carried himself right and just did things the right way. I feel like
Yeah.
that's how the vets are supposed to. So you're able to, okay, all right, I peep this. Okay, I'm gonna use this, or I'm gonna move this way so that I can have a long career. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Do you still go to like chapel and all that before the games?
yeah, I missed a chapel in 3 years. Like
You
I
haven't missed one?
haven't missed one. I've been to every one, every game, bro. I haven't missed a
Bro,
chapel,
that's impressive, man. That's really
bro.
impressive. I know me and you were the only ones, bro,
Yeah,
consistently the only ones.
every time I haven't missed a single chapter, bro, and I take pride into that. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
I can give my time each and every game in 15, 20 minutes. Listen, I can do that, and that's just
Right,
how.
right. I think the coolest thing about that, man, I had no idea that was a thing before I got to the NBA.
Oh
But
yeah, man.
the coolest thing about that was just like the fact that we did it with the other players on the other team. So it was cool to see
Mhm.
what guys are coming in and out for other
Yeah,
teams, man. Like I think it was very, very eye-opening for me when we were in Houston and James Harden came in at the end. I thought to myself, like, man, like he's got God in his life. That's kind of crazy, you know, because you wouldn't
Mhm.
expect that. But I think one thing I realized, like a lot of players do have, you know, a relationship with God. So it's kind of cool to just to see that and be able to experience that with those guys.
Absolutely. And I remember I was like, I told you about it. He was like, what? Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, every day, like every game, like, let's go. He is like, bet, let me know. And that was just a thing that we made sure, like, if I was on the table, like, all right, it's 60. All right, let's
Yeah.
go. We got to the chapel. So that was cool.
Yeah, we had a good little routine together.
Yeah, for sure. That was cool. So,
Cool, man. So, all right, I got a few rapid fire questions for you right before we close this thing out. So,
all right, bet.
the first one's kind of interesting, man. It's about would you rather cross someone up or dunk on them? But I think this is funny because you know you don't dunk, so
You crazy. Bro, listen,
I
I haven't been dunking. I've been shooting floaters and layups.
I know. I think you probably had like maybe that I've witnessed probably like 2 dunks, maybe.
Bro, you tripping now.
Maybe. Nah, you dunked on someone your rookie year. I forget who it was though. Because I went nuts. It was a home game. It was a home game.
Wendell, I dunked on Wendell. I think I dunked on Wendell.
I think it was against Chicago.
Yep. Bam. I caught Bam. I got the one against the Wizards was nice. I got a few dunk ons. Just a few. I'm gonna shoot a floater or a reverse layup or something. I'm gonna save my legs.
a little bit of finesse, a little more finesse now.
For sure.
Okay, so you would pick crossing somebody over dunking on someone?
No, I'm dunking on someone for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay.
That's gonna get more people hyped.
Okay, so high top or low tops?
High tops.
High school basketball or college basketball?
High school.
Favorite basketball memory?
Mm-hmm. Probably favorite basketball memory. Probably getting drafted.
Favorite artist?
J. Cole.
Early bird or night owl?
What?
Early bird or night owl?
Oh, early. You know, I'm up early.
Early. Favorite movie of all time?
Drumline.
Never watch TV again or never listen to music?
Never watch TV.
Last song you listened to before a game?
Ambition, Wale.
Oh, nice. All right, that's all I got for you, man. It was great talking to you, bro. It's been a while, man. It feels like we haven't missed a beat at all.
I'm telling you, bro. Well, good luck. How you doing over there? Doing good?
Doing good, man. Doing good. We're in preseason right now. I got out here I think 3 weeks ago, and we start on the 26th of September, like the season officially. You know, it's different over here, bro. I've been here training, going hard every day, so
yeah,
it's been tough, but it's fun, man. We have a good team, and we're playing a Euro Cup, obviously, so that's a pretty good league.
Okay, that's a good league.
Yeah, I'm on my path back to the league, bro. I'll see you. I'll see you pretty soon.
That's how I go, bro. You already know I'm rooting for you, bro. Good luck this season. You already know we'll talk.
I appreciate it, man. Good luck to you too, man. Stay healthy.
I got you. Appreciate it. All right.
Yep.